Hey! We're here. We're ready. We're going. I leveled up Lapras 4 levels, something small. I didn't want to level up too much off screen. I don't have the patience. And I was gonna give Krabby Cut and all that, but there's not a lot of uses for Cut. I passed it. TM13. Alright. I'm gonna use Ice Beam here, unlike the Earthquake TM on Dugtrio, because Lapras doesn't get this till 38. And while it's sooner than Dugtrio's case, I have no planned team members that are going to use that move. That's the only Pokemon that will be using Ice Beam. It's not the only one that's capable of learning it, but yeah. So at least have some powerful stab, and it'll work out. But we have a Snorlax to catch. It's been a long time since I failed the first time. But we're gonna pick up 10. There's a fucking bug in the background. I hear it, and it's annoying. But we're going to be taking on Snorlax and then heading on to Cycling Road, which I believe is Route 17? I want to say. It doesn't give me a hint. Alright, we are actually going to switch to Gengar for this. Even though Lapras has Sing now after I leveled it up. And I think it's about to get another level up move. I passed it. But this is the, I think the last time we'll be using less than Ultra Balls to catch something that's not fixed with a certain thing, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I'm not even going to try and put it to sleep because it'll probably put itself to sleep. And don't crit, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. You... Okay. I don't know why you would rest on the first turn, but this Snorlax apparently has some great powers. 100%, I don't even want to fuck with this. Just get in the ball. Thank you. Learn your place. That was incredibly lucky. Cool, we can move on to Cycling Road without too much of a hassle. I should have read that. I usually like reading Snorlax's entries. It's one of my favorite Pokemon that I never use. Which, I don't know, I just like seeing some people wreck house. Up here I believe you can get the... It's a trade. Not you. I'm going to ride... I thought there was a trade up here. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Hold on. Actually, you can totally just glitch by that guy. I just want to point that out. So we have a bunch of trainers here. There's poison types, some fighting types, so I'm going to be switching around, and it's going to be kind of annoying, I understand that, but I need to get level up somehow. I mean, look at that. So, I'm actually just going to test how much Ice Beam does, because, well, wow. So, how much you want bet it survives the water again? Just... Wow. I expect you to tank that a little better, but it's 10 levels here. I mean, there's nothing I can really do. Okay, Coughing, if I crit, it should die because it's more physically defensive, but I won't crit, so it doesn't matter. Alright, this is probably going to be the only battle I battle with Lapras till it gets to about 25. I was hoping it would do a little better on damage, but it's... I was hoping for a little more, but I shouldn't have been. I don't know why. Level 20. Trying to learn Mist. Nah. Yeah, but it seems we're gonna be doing the old switcheroo, which I don't really mind, but some people do. No, go back to Celadon, thank you. But, so Cyclone Road has a new Pokemon. Actually, I think it has a couple, but the only one that's appearing in my head right now. Is that the first time I've been poisoned? And no, I think I was poisoned once before, but that's the little animation does when you're taking damage, if I haven't mentioned. I think I was poisoned before. Huh. That's amazing. I haven't been poisoned that much. Anyway, there's a new Pokemon. It's a flying type, so you might have wanted to go here earlier if you need a good flying type. Doduo, which evolves into Dodrio. It's my favorite of the flyers for this game. I mean, you have Pidgeot, you have Fearow, you have Farfetch'd. If it's not the worst you can do, but we're just gonna go here. But then you have Dodrio, which don't confuse it with Dugtrio, but it hits hard. It somehow learns Fly. I don't know. Don't ask. But it's good. It's just, I recommend, there's 3 legendaries that have a flying type with them. Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. So I switched to Dugtrio without even thinking. See, I'm just not all here. But there's those 3 flying types, which are much more, like, worthwhile, so to say. But it's probably the best flying type you're going to get that isn't holding a legendary status, in quote. Which, for this game, I don't think there is a legendary Pokemon besides Mewtwo. I mean, Moltres sucks. Articuno is actually decent, but it's too easy to trash it. Zapdos is the only one that holds its own in any competitive stance or in-game stance. I prefer Jinx when it comes to an ice type over Articuno. For a fire type, I prefer, I'll say it, Charizard, just because of Earthquake. But now I'm going off on another tangent, aren't I? Seems that's what I do best. But we're gonna have a little bit here in Cycling Road, and once it gets to like 23, 25, it'll be 23. I don't feel like waiting that long. I'll be keeping it in there, except against fighting types, obviously. The problem is that I'm not going up against a lot of evolved forms right now, but there are some. I know there's a couple Mucks here. There's a Weezing, I remember. But there's a lot of trainers here, so it's a good little spot to level up. And also I have the rest of Route 12, which I won't be doing for a little bit. I have a couple things in the next city to do. And also, we're going to get the last 2 HMs there, so yeah. And then after that, we'll be exploring everything with Surf. We'll move on to the Seafoam Islands. Then we'll hit Cinnabar, and then we'll go back to Viridian City, and then we'll hit the Pokemon League. Simple, right? But we still have quite a bit to go. Seafoam Islands is a huge place. We still have a couple side areas with Surf, the power plant, I think I mentioned. Victory Road is in there. Pokemon Mansion. It's not over. Just because we have over half the gym badges does not mean shit. while it's not as extensive as some of the other games like second generation where you have all of Kanto. Third generation didn't really have much if you think about it, but fourth generation had a decent amount, especially Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Okay, that was a fun play. What else? I kind of want to talk about. I guess since I mentioned it earlier, I talked about the legendaries in quote. You know, there's a lot of people that have this mentality of not playing Pokemon with legendaries and stuff. And it's less now, I've noticed. I don't see a lot of complaining on that where I've gone. I have seen it elsewhere. I think this will do well. But, and it doesn't matter what I do. This is, I think I mentioned it a long time ago with part 2, 3. But frozen, thanks for the crit, unnecessary. But if you're frozen, you are screwed. There's no way to escape it. So, yeah. But I remember when I was younger, and my older brother used to play Pokemon. We talked about it, and he'd be like, "Oh, you're using a Zapdos on your team, but it's legendary. Isn't that kind of cheap?" And he's older than me. I'm just amazed that he was like in that mentality of, wow, that'd be rare. Oh, come on. Whatever. But he was in that mentality, and a lot of people get stuck in it, and they like to raise their favorites, and the strong ones they think, or the ones they picked originally. A lot of people are stuck on Charmander and Squirtle just because they were their original starter, which is fine, and it's how you play the game. But what I don't like is when people insult others for their own choices. Like, it doesn't matter if I wanted to use... Oh, this is Route 16. Huh. I'm not even pushing a button, and you can crawl back up. But if you want to stop, hold B button, because you'll just stop. Just a little trivia thing, or not even trivia. But back to the mentality thing. It's kind of just, I don't know, pathetic. Like, let me play the game how I want to play. When I was coming up for team members for this, there were a lot of team members. There was over 12 originally that I really wanted to choose, and that was with my starter picked. My starter was picked. It was done. It was good. I'm gonna have to heal after this video. But, so I had 5 other Pokemon to choose from, and Alakazam was not a part of it originally. Gengar was not. My last Pokemon that I'm gonna end up getting was not part of it either. Heck, even Lapras wasn't a part of it. The only one that I think I had kind of solid in my mind was Dugtrio, and you could see there's a lot of Pokemon that you could pick from. You're not... And what if I wanted to use legendaries? It just doesn't seem, I don't know, right to insult someone for wanting to use legendaries, or overpowered in quotes. I mean, if you complain to someone about legendary usage, I'm sorry, I'm using an Alakazam. You should insult me first, because Alakazam is too broken in game, and too broken, not broken, yeah, broken in competitive. Psychic fucking hurts. Okay, one more. Yeah, but I just don't like that legendary. Like, oh, you're using legendaries. Ooh, you're so dumb, stupid. Other hurtful words, I guess. I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought in the middle of that. I don't know if you picked it up. But this is the end right here. Next time we'll be in the same spot. And Lapras will probably be on screen more. And we should finish Cycling Road. So, till next time, we'll keep running this guy over with our bike. Till then.